What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Slimebeast. Welcome to another episode of Fetidccine. Fetidccine is a series in which I look at the absolute worst creepypasta on the internet and mock it for your amusement. On today's episode, we have, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I guess having a regular name wasn't enough for him. He has to have all three. He has to have his middle name in there. That's like when your parents call you. They're like, Edgar Allan Poe, you get down here this moment. I don't know why he has to. It must be some kind of egomaniac to have, make everybody know his middle name too. Plus, Poe. I mean, is he related to the Teletubbies character? Poe? You remember that show? What are we going to read next? A poem by fucking Tinky Winky? Give me a fucking break. Alright. Let's get this shit show on the road. Jesus Christ. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Okay, so we're dealing with a weak little goth bitch. Okay, that's fine. Some little edgelord sitting on his keyboard late at night saying, "This is gonna be the most epic poem ever. Oh, I'm gonna get all the pussy." Alright, sure. Alright, Edgar, let's see what else you got here. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. How are you reading it if it's forgotten? Give me a fucking break. If it's forgotten, you don't know you have it. So how are you... it should be... Okay. Since I did take a few literature classes in college, I'm going to point this out to you guys. You should... If this line should be, over many a quaint and curious volume of remembered lore. Because if it's forgotten, he doesn't know he has it. He would have to remember it. So already this guy's fucking up. Alright, this is going to be a long one. How long is this fucking thing? Let's see here. Holy shit. This is a... Oh, no. Well, strap yourselves in. Okay, let's get through this. As of someone... Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm reading at the wrong spot here. Okay, Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Everybody makes mistakes. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. So someone was tapping his ass and then they came? Is that what I'm reading? Is that really the road you're going down here? Wow, it says it right there, and that's the only meaning that could possibly have. As of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. It was Eminem! Get it? Because he's a rapper? He was like, you have one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Mom spaghetti, right? "'Tis some visitor," I muttered. First of all, okay, let's just get through this. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. Alright, genius. Nobody talks like that, you fucking prick. Give me a fucking break. When is the last time you came across somebody who said "'tis"? Okay? Nobody says "'tis". This is stupid. It doesn't... See, shit like this doesn't ring true. You've taken me completely out of the story, Mr. Pooh. Alright. Distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December... Alright. Still being an edgelord here. "And each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor." Okay, embers don't have ghosts. I don't know if you obviously are not familiar with what an ember is or what a ghost is. Because a ghost is something that is left by a living being. Embers are not alive. So you have no idea what you're fucking talking about. "Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books..." Oh, God. What? Okay, so this is a typo here because it says Surcease of sorrow. Surcease. I'm pretty sure Surcease is not a word. Absolute moron. "Sorrow for the lost Lenore. For the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Nameless here forevermore." Okay, let's explore this a little bit. First of all... When's the last time you met somebody named Lenore? That's ridiculous. That's a stupid fucking name. Why not Cthulhu or Beelzebub? Really? Secondly, angels named her? Really? How did that work? Did they write her name on her forehead in Sharpie when she was born and send her through that way? Give me a break. And at the end of here it says, "Nameless here forevermore." You just said her name is Lenore. She can't be nameless. Ugh. "And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain." Who the fuck has purple curtains? Are you... This... Okay, you know what? I don't know. Maybe he's an interior decorator, if you know what I mean, but yeah. Thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. Okay, terrors are not fantastic. Nobody gets terrorized. Nobody's in a terrorist attack and says, that was fantastic. Not a single person. So this is, first of all, it doesn't make any sense. Second of all, to say that terror attacks are fantastic, that really is disgusting and beyond the pale. That's very low. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." That's a bunch of gibberish. And what chamber? Is this like your chamber pot? Is he in the toilet right now? "Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." You just said that! He's repeating himself now to fill space. This is it and nothing more. Okay. "Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. 'Sir,' said I, 'or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping,'" more like he was crapping, am I right? If he's in the chamber pot, you know what I'm saying? "And so gently you came rapping," Mom Spaghetti, "and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door." Okay, there's too many commas here. You don't, you're not going to get paid per comma, Mr. Pooh, okay? Seriously. "That I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more." If there was only darkness beyond the door, then who was knocking? That makes absolutely no sense. If you hear knocking and you open the door, there has to be a person on the other side knocking. That's ridiculous. This guy has no idea what... He can't even keep track of what he's writing. "Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before." Okay, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming. You could have cut that down. You could have used a lot less words to get this idea across. There was no reason for that. "But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token." Stillness cannot give money, so I don't know. Like subway tokens? I don't know what... Why would you expect stillness to give you a coin? That's stupid. "And the only word there spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore. Merely this and nothing more." I don't think, if you open your door to the outside darkness, I don't think it's going to echo back to you, but that's fine. There's, echoes, you have to go to, like, the Grand Canyon to get an echo. I'm sorry. "Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning." God, this guy, right here. This has to be the most depressingly... this is some purple prose right here. This is nothing but purple prose. Edgar Allan prose, I guess? I don't know. It's fitting that he had purple curtains for all this purple prose. "Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before." Because, when I hear tapping, I sure get concerned about it. Fucking idiot. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice." You misspelled lettuce, but that's fine. "Let me see then what the threat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore." You fucking just said that! He's repeating shit again. "'Tis the wind and nothing more." Oh my god. "Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter..." Something's flirting with him? Gross. Ugh. "In there stepped a stately raven, of the saintly days of yore." So this raven is a saint from long ago? I don't know what the hell. That makes no sense. "Not the least..." Let's see, here's another typo. Obeisance. Obeisance. I guess he meant obedience, but he misspoke. He mistyped it as obeisance. "Not the least obedience made he. Not a minute stopped or stayed he. But with mine lord or lady," he spelled mine incorrectly, he put M-I-N-E instead of M-I-N... he put M-I-E-N instead of M-I-N-E. Ugh. God, this fucking guy. He should be fitted for cement shoes. "Perched above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door." I think that's supposed to be Paris. Because Paris Hilton has a bust line. I would assume that's what they meant. But it's hard to tell because this is written so poorly. "Perched and sat and nothing more." Okay, unnecessary. "Then this ebony bird beguiling my said fancy into smiling." Okay, that's racist, but I don't understand. Is the narrator supposed to be racist, or is the author supposed to be racist? Oh wait, they're the same person. That's right. By the grave and stern decorum of the countenance at war, making up words again, though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Okay, let me put something out there to all the creepypasta authors out there and people who want to write creepypasta. Don't do shit like this. Don't fill your sentences with big fucking useless words that make no difference. Keep it concise, keep it short, get your point across. Nobody wants to read this gibberish. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Okay, here's a big problem. And I don't know how the author didn't know this. Ravens don't speak. Parrots speak. Okay? Parrots can talk. Ravens can't talk. A raven would not say nevermore. A parrot could say nevermore. So you could have very easily written, quoth the parrot nevermore. You could have made this a parrot so easily. Nothing would have changed. It would have actually been better because it would have made more sense. But no, you go with a fucking raven because you have to be so fucking edgy and you have to make it a black bird. You have to make it something spooky. Go with a parrot. That's realism. Anyway. Alright, so we're about, I guess, halfway through this, maybe a third. Stay tuned for part 2 of this series, Fetidccine, where I will be tearing apart this fucking bullshit. Edgar Allan Poe, if you're listening to this, please stop making pastas and die in a fire. Thank you.